Wall game.
Just waiting for the high tide to come down before C9 can start executing the retake attempt. Nice little cascade being pushed forward, so Leviatán wants to fight forward in the side. Vanity draws first blood onto Com, but it gets quickly traded out, holding down the grounds towards this B site. All of C9 has currently fallen down, and Leviatán get the first
Towards mid, which obviously is going to make weight. But almost pushing in here. Tex ready to defend.
And with that plan, Mazzino has a Reckoning available. Planet for a long-range battle, where Com was looking towards Belt, but he attempt to try to save weapons. Com trying to find these kills. Rooney looking for these exits to save his weapon. And there's that double swing. Nice info for Com. Mazzino with the swing out. Moose cannot connect the shots. And finally does so until he gets picked off here by King. It's the eco of C9 because they're at a demand disadvantage.
Absolutely.
Clears out the site, trying to get the walls up. Molly to put Vanity out towards the back of Snowman as Moose is looking to help. They're just trying to clear it out first. Orb to come up. A lean towards the hallway of Kitchen, but cannot get that contact.
So much chaos.
Yeah, Comj actually just got a pick there onto Oxy, so that's going to make it a little bit easier. Giuseppa finally came in from the rotate. Really long range with that beautiful Sheriff. And now Mazzino off the plan is alone. 4 players now squeezing in. Rooney with the wall bang on the Sheriff. And all the way up now, trying to wait for this high tide to come down towards Snowman.
Toxins going up.
This looks almost impossible for C9.
Oh. Well, maybe doable now. It has to come down to these trades. Beautiful orb to get away as Mazzino gets on. And it does seem, with this Hunter's Fury that's currently being held towards the garage by Com, it might help solidify the round. But the wall comes out on the defense. Here's the Hunter's Fury out on the attack. Nobody on the spike yet. But there's only 2 players left, but it's a 2 versus 2. We'll get the round.
Lev pushing here. Aspas is just over any of the slows, over any of the walls. Boom, right onto 410, then onto screen. It's just so quick, even with this util.
So you saw the game plan, trying to keep the res close to Oxy because he has his Blade Storm. He dies. They could still res him here. They used a Hunter's Fury to try to stop them, but Aspas is pushing towards the spawn. Long-range battle, headshot onto Zeppa. The third in a row, the updraft, and the I-by power ace. Then on to Rooney. From Zeppa. Leviatán are looking to regroup with King for a double pump back towards the A site. Off angle held and won by Zeppa. Immediately gets traded out by Tex. And here's the delay round. 20 seconds left on the round. Alarm bot, double nanos, gets to pick up the Tex. With 13 seconds left, Com low HP, attempts to go for a plant. Moose trying to find a timing, but with the Cloudburst gets away. Oxy with a knock kill onto Mazzino, leaving only coming out from Com, spotting 1 player, and he's even going on a flank. So you're putting a lot of responsibility on Aspas now. Beautiful headshot onto Oxy. First tap on the spike, an attempt of a stick by Vanity. A spray as Rooney gets the pick onto Com. No defusal as Aspas gets the pick, but then Moose moves forward to trade it right back. And C9 might let Leviatán move in for a plant. Com moving up, trying to find a timing, but Moose greets him at the bridge.
That's huge.
2 players now on the advantage for Cloud9. Bubble being drawn up. King with the lurk, looking back towards Boiler and wins that fight against Rooney. Manages to escape as meanwhile we do have the plan from Leviatán. Aspas pushing forward, dropping Vanity. They can't get position right now for C9 to get the lockdown as Moose rotated all the way over towards Orange. There's only 2 players left though, Mazzino and Aspas. And those may be the only 2 players you need to jiggle out. Nice shot by Oxy. Mazzino alone, headshot onto Oxy on a 1v1. Oh, he just caught Moose, gets the dink, and then the kill. There was an opportunity there for him to come back. Let's get the wall bang onto Tex. Reckoning comes out to be replied by Leviatán. Slow orbs by Zeppa just to slow things down. Nice shot by Oxy. As Aspas was trying to find some verticality up on the top of Jenny. Zeppa gets traded out as he drops King. As the advantage could a one and done and prevent the plant from happening. Orb comes up early. As Leviatán slowly scaling up for contact. The fight against Com, and that's a spike down. 13 seconds left. Support out from Moose on the top B. And that's going to make things more difficult here for Mazzino, who does manage to get both picks, but no time in the end. C9 so far. As Leviatán thinks there's less players now towards the A site, so they engage very quickly. Tempo up towards the A site. 3 players from C9 already waiting for them, but that's only 2 now left. As Zeppa gets dropped by Tex. All of the control on the right side of the site. A nice little pit to play the pulse plant long range now. Set down by King, but the sprays are coming. Vanity's trying to find a timing. Mazzino solo on HP. There is that tap, the swing on the end. He does get that win up to Mazzino. Oxy finally connects onto Com, but the spike still has been planted. It's holding all the way back towards jail. There's only 2 players left now though for C9, and that's Vanity and Rooney. And make that only Rooney on a return in a C9 roster. On the top of the A tower. Trying to find at least something, being very quiet and silent. Forced to give his position away with the Vandal as he drops down. Tex waits for him. And Leviatán ends the half. 9-3. Once the wall gets broken up and Zeppa gets contact. There's an orb on the defense. The high tide to come out, perfect for the pulse plan util. Aspas and Mazino, though, has something to say. But they still have the util so far for Cloud9. Orb comes out. There's the first deniability. Mazino pushing down with Tex. As they're coming through the high tide, nobody's tapping on the spike yet.
Fourth one.
And there's just too much util for C9, for both Moose and Vanity to win a 2 versus 4. And off the spike, it will be the Red Bull clutch.
Nicely on A.
And that's probably the position as to why he's playing towards the A tower, because even if he activates the dash and tries to get away, but let's hold that thought, the push out towards the bottom pipes held by Tex and also by King. The rest of Leviatán are holding their ground. Vanity snuck through, though. He might get an opportunity to take down Calm. Will do so, and looks back towards the kitchen.
Mazino's making sure this operator can't be lost.
This is good. This gets shot instantly. They heard the sound, so they double swing out. That's a 1-for-1, but here's the op. Hello. Vanity falls, and Leviatán get wasted here.
Absolute stall utility. And they just have to wait it out.
That's crazy. Insane to me that it's going to be the spike moving up towards the tower, knowing that the op is there to try to contest it. At least C9 is trying to fight back against it. Aspas, another kill with the operator. Looks back up, denied by Moose. Gives a chance now for the last 2 players of C9 to move inside the A site. Still Mazino in the back, though. Another great anchor.
Huge.
30 seconds left.
There's that tap to flush him out. Mazino misses the shot, but King is on the other end. Top of the rafter, double swing in the end. And Leviatán are playing behind the Sage wall. Owl drone comes out. It's going to spot 2 players there just under the tower. And Leviatán starts moving in. Oxy still gets the first pick. They want to Tex, so that's locked down. Denied. A second one through. Dashing forward, trying to find a third. There is support from top and bottom. Does get the third before he falls by King. Advantage still for Cloud9. Bladestorm out for Aspas. The lurk from Moose with the Guardian, but traded out by Vanity at least. And this will be all that they wrote now for Leviatán. Aspas trying to fall back and save his operator, but C9 will get the round, and that's Vanity even chasing down the kill.
Just for another round, right? Round 7 of, or I'd say round 20. I'd say C9 round 7 win.
Unless Aspas pops off with the Guardian, but yeah, definitely at this point now, both of them falling down, so no ults available. There's the shots that came a little bit too late. Third kill comes through. It continues in the spike, keeps him at bay. And Vanity has to push forward now because he doesn't have any more orbs. Wall on a defense, the spray. Aspas gets the pick. It's halfway, and Rooney has to get the pick. Will get the headshot, and we'll be able to save it there for Cloud9.
The recognition is nice.
Mazino has to jiggle to find that info. And here's the Hunter's Fury coming out here now on the defense. Calm with the contact onto Rooney. That's one to fall. Reckoning even slow down the push. Mazino gets the perfect read. The wall comes down. The swing out from Zeppa. Nice little flick. Gives a little bit of hope. Plus, he's going to call it at least. There's a snake bite into the pit. Aspas looks back. He'll get the first kill in, and now there you go. You have all that information coming through. The pick comes down. Moose is alone. He's going to get spotted for sure after the Nanos one comes down. Nice little first shot, a second, but the defuse will still come through. And Leviatán will win the first map here on Icebox.
Really able to scatter Cloud9.
That's 3 coming back. A high flash, a paranoia, doesn't hit Calm. So he actually has a perfect angle here. 1 versus 1 to jump across. Zeppa wins that fight. Meanwhile, though, the plant did go down for Leviatán inside A. A flash towards the left corner. Aspas going for the curveball. Seeing 3, connecting on to a bit of damage. And Mazino's trying to answer back. But
pushing forward. Lev get a few quick kills. Vanity to peek.
Lev was winning the whole time. Head-to-head against Vanity. As Mazino still holds that sight down. Traded out by Rooney. A tap on that spike and a tap of his stick. And that corner towards Dice has never been cleared. King gets the easy pick. Vanity trying to make some noise just to bait him out. And it's King that jumped instead on to Vanity as when they got the flash contact and elbow. But this gives an opportunity for Leviatán to just flood. Look at all that util. Flashes galore in all angles as Kong gets first blood onto Rooney. Another flash coming through. Oxy's fully blinded, trying to stay alive. Nice little headshot though onto Mazino as the spike falls. There's 13 seconds left on the clock. A second kill coming through. Pink shells on the ground as the ult came out from Aspas. A 3 versus 1, 6 seconds left. Trying to stay alive as he gets that pick, but there will not be enough time running through the protocols.
Bit of damage, get some armor off and chip him away. And this mid to market play could be huge.
Only good for that one kill, unfortunately, though, as they had the players to at least try. Here's the spike going down, and he's hoping to get one. The Blaze wall up, finally gets the pick there onto Oscar. Zeppa tried to clear it. There's no util left to try to get information for Cloud9. So it has to come down to the swings and the trades, and it continues to be perfect here for Leviatán. Trying to rotate back, but Vanity instead is just trying to hold the main key choke points to allow his teammates to rotate over with 16 seconds left on the clock. And as he peaks a little bit too much, though.
How far Leviatán actually gotten to be. They were ready and waiting, so it tells you.
Nades, time. Sticking it right now. Oxy pushing forward. Lunar gets the pick as well. C9 found the timing with the util to get these kills.
What are they going to do from there? But how explosive they become off of Mazino's utility. Haspas running forward. It seems almost unstoppable. They find Calm, though, to start it off.
With the first small mistake out from Leviatán to start, jump peeking with the recon dart, but it gives information for Leviatán to know how many players are towards B. Beautiful paranoia. An assist to allow Oxy to get the kill onto Aspas. Vanity playing the off angle right in that tight cubby.
They did.
Ends up being a beautiful crossfire in the end. You just hopefully get a tag or some kills. Nice little flash at the same time. If you're going to try to run through, you could get tripped over. As Leviatán is looking to exit or enter towards the A side. Nice little win by Tex. Even a second one thrown out the hat, and that's...
Of course he is. The perfect lurk, too. Nobody, he's just getting the back of every player.
Hello? Just holds it out, the spray, forcing him towards Calm. Unfortunately, can get a second one, but you definitely do see the rest of Leviatán hunting down C9 towards the market. Now, thankfully, Rooney's still alive, so he can put the wall up. Decay onto Tex, gets the pick. You definitely see the last players. They don't have too much money to work with here, so the last three will not. And it's shot deep, so they can actually swing through. Perfect timing to come across, head-to-head against another smoker, and that's Vanity to fall. Flash on the front of the A side, beautifully done by Cloud9 just to answer right back, and that spike now in their control. Flank from behind, a 1-for-1. Calm is now alone. The sprays attempt, the off-angle position now by Calm. The double swing in the end, but it's C9 winning it.
Still tiles control. They go back to this default. Play across. Without even anybody ready, it seems like they're just kind of set up protocols to make them think twice. Rooney
with 3, easily done. Trying to move up towards the A side with a fault line. Instead, it's a 100 sphere to try to create space for Tex. Crossing over, gets dropped.
Spike down.
As this is a great pit on that spike, and they're just gonna hold it.
They're like 38 seconds. What do you got? And it's going to be the op from Vanity. They bring it up to a 6. All this power from that pawn shop side could come through from C9 on this post plant.
Hot hands, paranoia, shock darts doing a lot of damage here on to C9, but Oxy still gets a pick. Another flash out through the smoke. Oxy gets a second one. Ping shells out. Vanity holding the site as players of Leviatán are falling down. One more left to go. It becomes a flawless. Voids it, stays inside the Viper Orb. As King is now going, he finally moved inside the site, gets that first headshot onto Zeppa. Beautiful flash being done. That's a second one to fall for C9 on the post plant. But there is utility on that spike to delay that defuse out of Leviatán. And all that time that it took for Leviatán to attempt to take the A site, it's icebox all over again with the post plant utility.
Omens go down.
Couldn't get it. Aldrone still hasn't been broken. So that forces players to push into the market. He gets 2 pings out of the Aldrone. Tex with the off angle. Flash comes out. Cage comes up. That saves actually Zep at the same time. He counter flashes, but Aspas still holds the angle. And finally, C9 decides to fall back. 2 minute cages. 2 minute block fuse. As Aspas finally starts getting activated there. He had a very, very slow map so far. I think I saw 6. They want to fight back towards the middle. Calm just got caught. So they have to try to push a little bit more. There's that nice pick by Rooney. A tap on that spike, maybe. But now here comes a showstopper out, denied by Mazino. But instantly killed by Vanity. Aspas trying to move back out. Isolating, trying to isolate one of these last 3 players of C9.
There it is.
At some point, it felt like it was almost Vanity. Now they're trying to pin back, but here's the thing, though. The setup from Cypher is actually towards the A site this time around. There's that first tag. And Oxy already falls. Dog now towards the back of Dice. He gets stunned. trying to get these sprays, trying to stay alive behind the cages, giving time for Leviatán to rotate across as well. Now towards a dumpster. 2 kills coming up from C9 for 1 of Leviatán. You hear that running back from Aspas. There's that pick. A pinch now towards the connector. The hat comes out. It's a 2 versus 1. Jiggle. Let's see on the other end, Moose is just waiting towards long B the whole time. So they're just letting Vanity win that 1v1, and he will. And C9 will be able to push this to a 3rd map. A to start. There's a Nanostorm's Paranoia out. There's that Flood retake, counter Paranoia. First blood from Zeppa, traded out by Leviatán, who takes the advantage now. Moose staying on the top, waiting for his teammates. More jiggles out from the attack as there's 13 seconds left until we finally start the plant down on A. Oxy and Rooney with Sheriff. Rooney alone, denied by King. As once again, it continues with the pistol round.
What's their feel good on going in? Another peek, maybe? Oh, they're actually just letting Mazzino head in.
And dies.
Yeah. Close to the alt orb, that's gonna get him one, but yeah.
C9 looking for an opportunity to jump together outside of the smoke. But there's a late lurk coming in on the other end. There's the bunny up across for both. And there's a surprise on the other end. So Vanity is left alone. Will probably save at least a Paranoia and die to Spike. But you mentioned it before. Leviatán executed inside this A site. What's the play? What do we want to do inside the window? But they decide otherwise. Walking back towards A. The lurk from King trying to find an opening. He knows that a knife is close. Oh, the tap there onto Vanity. Missed comms coming through, but at least it's a nice bait to get that kill. And now Zeppa will have it up towards the A heaven. Storming into sight now. Zeppa comes into contact, gets the trade-off as Oxy falls. Last one to go is going to be Mazzino. Shock dart lands here by the stage. He's just trying to leak around it.
Oh.
Just saw him, picks him off. Elisa gets information from Moose, who swings out. And you could breathe, Alexis.
Les Util starts to come in. Nice kill on the bots. Nice kill on what would have been some of those mollies.
Oh. Moose there gets that pick onto Tex, who got hit by his teammate's Paranoia, so that's a small mistake. Aspas trying to find an entry, pushing out towards the spawn. Will connect onto Rooney. Moose unfortunately couldn't anchor the back of that.
Through that, especially without being able to hit the alarm bot from Killjoy, being able to util destroy with a kind of util you don't usually destroy with.
Yeah.
That Viper or that snake bite coming through.
It's now for C9 when they get the gun round. To start things off, there's a bit of util. It's not being cleared. The dig, second dig, it stays alive at 1 HP. Finally, Oxy comes in for it. The dash forward to get the pick off onto Tex finally from the market. So they have to opt now to go towards the spawn. Aspas is not looking towards the right area because of that recon dart that got popped there by Rooney. A 2v2. Cannot win the fight against King, and it's up to Oxy alone. Another contact gives him a dash. Looks towards the right, cannot connect, and unfortunately couldn't pull out the stinger on time. The attack. Moose instantly with the lockdown with 30 seconds left. Still giving a chance for Oxy to set up. There's that wall bang off the Tex. Showstopper in. Goes out towards the logs. He gets a second kill for it before he dies. And Moose connects onto Aspas, holding down this B side. The last 2 players are detained. Moose is trying to find him.
10 seconds.
There's one. The headshot across. Upgrading a weapon, and Mazzino is there. Dropped by Moose again. Big round. And instead of the wall bangs, they don't want to let them know that there's an Odin yet for C9. As now he ADS, punished. Moose in the same position, but too many players from Leviatán there. An opportunity for surprise.
Separated, as we were saying, Cloud9 is anchoring their sights a bit, so you can split them up if they're still in those anchor spots. You have all that time to work with. C9, if they can stay alive from left pressure.
Vanity just got spotted now.
Ooh.
Lee's trying to stay alive, as the upshot unfortunately was missed by Oxy. Now he's gonna get headed down at Wine. There's that first contact. Updraft, Shorty! Wait! Oh! Made it all the way up towards Pizza. Well, Aspas is trying to create noise here towards Garden. He hears a jump that's going to punish Vanity, who jumps around and gives a nice chance here for the rotate to happen. A potential trade. He TPs away. Stuck in a corner, though. Rooney trying to fight him. He'll trade it out. Meanwhile, though, the plant is happening towards the A site. Nice little first and second contact. Once again, beautiful play by Rooney. And with a combination through, gets the paint to allow Moose to pick up the last 2 kills. Two underhand throw under the Viper Orb to try to push forward. Knife to try to eliminate some of that util. A TP came towards the back of the site, but it got canceled. This might get hurt, and still C9 were able to hold with the 3 players inside the site. More players falling down. Calm is alone, and Calm will also fall at this point.
Oh,
Can you find your treasure now?
3
Oxy trying to go with the dash activate, the trade across, not there for C9, but they fall back now towards middle. Vanity did lurk across though at the switch.
Oh, this is
30
incredible.
seconds left.
That actually Mazzino's kill is huge to stop this rotation over. They're not going to have numbers to sight now.
Exactly, and Zeppa cannot get the contact off the flash, and that's the spike down. Mazzino did a great job here to cut these rotates, and the lurk now disabled pretty much. A flawless for Leviatán. Made it inside the A site for a plant.
Oxy's got that gun too. If they can front one of these choke points, they can get quite a few kills. King's going to help out by taking.
Has the Sheriff. It looks like he's playing all the way back here towards the A site. Does he have a lineup for shot darts? No, it was just for a recon dart on the top of heaven. There's that first kill on the attempt of a retake from Leviatán. A 3 versus 3. Instantly 2 kills, and Rudy with the Sheriff. A thrifty round for C9 to answer right back.
All this time being bought here with how Lev has played the defense before, making Cloud9 think twice. They'll know they have a free site though.
Big trade.
Big trade in mid as this plant goes down. A little bit of a
Position, spotting at least one. Oh, no way. Gets that first kill, turns around for the second, traded out by Aspas. That 1v1 towards B was won by Moose, so it's Aspas alone, pinched. Nice shot at least. And he's gonna
coming up with another round. Look at the kills too. Spawn now have this A anchor and difference.
quicker way to break down the walls here with the Odin instead of knifing it across. Tex now walking forward as the wall comes down, gets an instant punish with the spike down. Mazzino answering at the top of mid as well from Pizza. Moose ADSing, nice shot there onto Aspas, a little bit of an overcommitment, but also respected because Vanity TP to grab the spike and are moving into the A site.
Delay from the lockdown to come in, but it looks like Tex wants to make a play.
He made it through. He made it through now. Vanity was squeezed back down towards Hell. And as he tries to call it for his teammates, Rooney's there for the save once again from A main. Mazzino stuck, wall bang by Moose. C9 at 10. Seems there's still no answer for Leviatán on the amount of times we're heading towards A. Again, but a different tempo. Done early in the round. Spike is already down. Oxy made it across, down to 21 HP, was wall banged there from the top of heaven. There's the head-to-head, but King steals the kill away. With Spike down out in the open, showstopper available, not anymore. 1 for 1, Rooney alone. Lurk on the top, the lineup on 2, connects there. And it's up to him and King. Aljone available. King looking to move back towards the A main. Out in the open, King gets the pick. And Leviatán stay alive. Back towards A.
Cover going out.
And this time it's the attacker side using it, so there's no showstopper available now for Leviatán inside the site, but it doesn't matter. Aspas gets the first kill. King is there for the support. Finally, the Odin comes in. Tex trying to find a timing towards the back, has a res at the same time. Rooney once again alone. Body is showing out the cape as well. Swings out and tries to get the kill, but cannot. The fuse now comes in for Leviatán. Contact towards Cat. The wall up will not allow the lurk to happen. And there's the exec. Tex trying to run through, shooting a bit, and they're doing all the damage. Perfect second slow orb. He fully blinded though. Zeppa answers back. Mazzino comes across, and the timing on that one is not in his favor either. And somehow, a slight overheat from the players are running down. Jump spot on the first, trying to go for a second jump spot. It's at half. Nice little first shot, second one coming through. And now Zeppa has to try to win a 2v1. There's that first. Could play the time. Comes across on the left side. Aspas pushing forward. Zeppa gets the 4K. And a Red Bull clutch. Money in shambles for Leviatán. No command to push through, and Tex instantly on the pivot for the flank. Has a timing here. Has all the information, but only has a stinger. Still drops the no command. The trades come out for Leviatán. Up to Moose alone. Has the lockdown and is forced to pull it out right away.
Solo Moose. Everybody knows where he is now.
Oh, and the res too. It's the bait to push this into extra innings.
Free play from both teams.
Big paranoia. That slows down the push once again, allowing the wall to get broken. And here comes the chaos inside the smoke. First blood this time for Leviatán. Trying to run through again, maybe trying to look for a play. Zeppa doesn't have any more flashes. Aspas somehow gets a wall bang onto Moose as he falls as well. Plat now coming, allowing Rooney, or forcing Rooney to peek alone. At least he stays alive.
You still have Calm just lurking around the map during all of this too. So many options for Lev to clean it up.
Up draft avoids a shorty once again denied. And also the ace denied by Rooney. 4 HP. Tex wins it, and Leviatan lane. There's that dash in from Oxy. King just waiting inside of that smoke. Players now moving down on the other end. Pinch from behind, Calm gets one, moves as well. Advantage up for C9. 3 players to fall. Being shot on the other end. Alarm bot now, Nanostorm. Aspas is now slowed down. Cannot get across, has 2 satchels to work with, but decides to walk forward instead. A 1-for-1, last one on the lane, and we will go once again to a second overtime. Tucks in. There's that wall for the split. Now Oxy's just waiting and gets that pick. No more splits coming in from Leviatan. Lots of them being spotted out here towards the market. And Leviatan still engaged towards the entry. Nice little shot there onto Moose through the smoke, tying things up on a 4-4. Rooney now answers back as Mazzino's trying to find another surprise kill inside spawn. King doing the same. Oh, it's loose. He loses the fight to Vanity with the judge. The sprays now from the spawn. One is suppressed. No heals, no slow orbs. So Tex is just trying to move forward. And it's beautiful. Beautifully done by Cloud9. Instant trades. Big flash now. Aspas blinded at Dice. C9 closing in. Vanity using his own smoke as for cover. But then just seeing Rooney run through. Aspas gets a second showstopper. Rooney doesn't need it so far. Not finally pops it out. But Tex steals the kill.
The hit. As King set up with Noya. They're not even going to run the time down that much. They're just going to hit.
Oh, but everything missed. There's that wall to come out towards the lane, but it's funneled into all that microwave set up by Moose. It comes up, keeps it at bay. Moose falls down at the same time, though, but Leviatan had to contest it and take it over this B site. Aussie almost got some wallbang kills there. Tex now pushing up on the other end at the staircase, a 1-for-1.
3v3 now.
Spike planted.
So for C9, they're breaking the wall. Calm now finally gets spotted. Cloudburst moving out. Oxy running on the other end, gets that pick. Bladestorm now available. Crouching in, gets the kill there onto King. As it's Mazzino alone, Zeppa gets the pick. And we continue to go back in. Knife comes out. They're trying to clear it out here towards the B main. Didn't get the ping there onto Mazzino, forced to fall back. Calm does get the pick onto Rooney though. Holding his spot towards the lane. Aspas blue rescue to help out as well. 1-for-1, Moose is alone trying to get some lucky kills with the sprays. But this is looking like a done deal. Aspas hunting it down, continuing the OTs.
Well, let's go. We don't used before Lev hits the site.
Oxy's about to walk through towards main. There's that wall up, and the execution attempt towards B. Oxy able to fall back.
Boom, Moose is ready.
Falls behind, yeah, nice little wall bang there with the Odin as Vanity gets another pick. 2 coming out towards the lane, and a beautiful paranoia for him to fall back. That's a rotating back towards Cat. Zeppa is waiting right there to TP across. There's that trade-off. That's the spike down once again. Hot flash underhand, just trying to escape. Meanwhile, Aspas has picked up the spike, and he's also the last player standing. 23 left on the clock. 1 kill gets him a showstopper. Zeppa just waiting out in the open. And the story to switch, but it gets insta-dinked by Aspas. And forced to fall back.
It's so hard to sell a fake this many OTs in. A site's the hit.
And it's traded out. Once again, King denied now. All 4 players and no lurks. There's grenades being thrown. There's the ADS from a few. And there's the first to fall. That's Oxy on top of Generator. Shot guards coming out, misses as it's trying to get towards the door. A tap on the spike, the spray through the smoke. Continuing through, but players of C9 still falling down. Zeppa alone, and Zeppa falls with the rest. For Leviatán, but C9's potentially looking to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Walking up the contact. There's Vanity getting ready to swing out, punish. And there's a 2-for-1 in favor of Leviatán. Will this get clear in the corner? The Boombot will not. As they run across, they try to clear it out. He can play this off angle. He gets one, the second satchel saves him, and he still gets King. Aspas inside the site, forced to reload, stuck out towards the dice for the tree, but the turret, he avoided it. And he heard the footsteps. Aspas will get the kill. It's up to Rooney alone. For the first time here, we might see an attacker side win. A tap on the spike first. There's that first shot, and the save! Rooney, the Red Bull clutch! Leviatán is looking to play the retake, but they haven't crossed inside yet because everything was slowed by Texas slow orbs at that stage. Double swing in, Oxy with the first blood, Rooney with the plant. Leviatán does not want to give a chance for C9 to set up as they're already throwing utility. 2 up towards the heaven. Oh, a nice shot by Oxy, all done by Rooney's util. Tex answers right back through the door, a 1-for-1, but the advantage still for C9 on this post plant. Calm trying to drop down, trying to get the wall bang, finally takes down Zeppa. King dropping inside the site right now, no smoke to cover him.
Molly off.
There's that Molly, he gets it a halfway at least. King and Calm against Moose and Vanity. Vanity at low HP. Moose trying to fight long range. Smoke now dissipates. The backstab, but the trade. Calm now to 1v1. The pit comes out, and he's dying now too. The volley, but Moose wins that 1v1, and Cloud9 closes the series.